All right, halfway through turn two, we just finished up. We finished up the opposition's move and adventuring in melee and whatever else happened during their turn. So it was actually pretty exciting. So Ray Gun Roger, he did an adventure in the Future Labyrinth, and Turtle was able to get. Let's see what card he got. So Turtle got a friction field generator, so it provides +4 armor against powder, long, and auto rifles, pistols, and revolvers. So basically, it's good against any kind of ranged weapon. So, and then he's advancing along the movement path. So that'll be really good. So if we can get it one more space, anybody who is a future character on the white team or the opposition team, they get an extra movement point, so that's pretty good. Leo's moving towards the labyrinth. Our crime lord is moving towards the Lith's lair. We had another little scuffle here between Venya 8 and the trio of troublemakers or goblins right there. So nothing happened. They're just basically swinging at each other. Not a whole lot's happening. Sir Gawain, he is slowly moving towards the ancient labyrinth and to see what he can do. Let's see what else. Who else do we have on the board? I think that's everybody, but this is the one that was really exciting. So Blackbeard, all he did was move, right? He's moving towards the colonial labyrinth very slowly. But the really exciting thing that just happened was Nyana. Scud decided to have her do an adventure in the ancient labyrinth, and she was really successful. She did a really good. She had an amazing result in the labyrinth. And let's see what we got here. So here's what the labyrinth was. So she had to go up against some sadistic city guards. And of course, let me go ahead and pull her card over here. So she's ancient. So ancient, she gets a +1. All right, that symbol matches up. She also gets a +1 to hit against villains and fiends. Well, this card, these sadistic city guards are, yes, they're villains. So she got like a +3. So you have to challenge her honor. And her honor is an 8. So she was better by 6. When you add in that bonus, the ancient bonus, and the villain bonus, she was better by like 9 or something like that. I'm sure I'm adding this up wrong, but she was better by a lot. So for victory, so she gets to advance the token. She got a card. She gets dismissed, and then her honor bonus. So as long as her honor is 8, as long as her honor is higher than that number, then she gets to draw a challenge card. So basically the card that she drew says draw a challenge card, another challenge card, and level up. So this is the card that she drew, and she can level up either melee or wits. And she chose to level up her wits, so her wits is now a 6 instead of a 5. But the card that she drew, the treasure that she got for challenging the Guardian, is an M60 machine gun. How exciting is that? So you have to have a 7 strength and a 5 intellect. All right, she can't use it. However, look who she's close to. She's close to Blackbeard the pirate. Blackbeard has a 7 strength and 5 intellect. And he gets a bonus with heavy weapons. The M60 machine gun is a heavy weapon. Blackbeard's about ready to have an M60 machine gun, so I thought that was extremely exciting. So we'll see what happens. And of course, Scud dismissed Nyana close to Blackbeard. So on White's next turn, I think there's going to be a little bit of trading going on. I think Blackbeard might have an M60 machine gun. All right, Team Black, or the Warriors, have just conducted all their moving. There was no free actions. There was no firing going on. I don't think anybody on Team Black, nobody on the Warriors has a gun. Yeah, nobody's got a gun. So there was no opportunity fire. There was no melee this time. So Venya 8 was tangled up with these goblins. She's decided that she's kind of had enough of the goblins for now. Decided to break contact with them. But she is a little bit worried about Sir Gawain. He's a pretty strong opponent in hand-to-hand combat, so she moved in around these buildings. So it'll make it a little bit harder for Sir Gawain to get to her if he chooses. Let's see what else we had. So Corporal York moved. Frost Dancer moved. I think Frost Dancer's trying to get over here. And then Sergeant York is trying to get over here. Either that one. Either one of those colonial labyrinths is where he's trying to go. General Gavin, he was here and he moved here. He's not quite so sure about what Nyana's going to do. And Blackbeard is somebody that he doesn't want to get tangled up with as far as hand-to-hand combat goes, because Blackbeard's pretty tough too. So he kind of positioned himself in the shrubberies right there. So Mr. Catskill made it to there before he had to stop. He's going to end up going into that modern labyrinth. And then we've got Ryan Knight. He's going to challenge a Guardian here. And I've already drawn it. So what we've got is a 7 intellect. Sensitive data on a crime lord's computer. Yours if you crack the password. Could it be that it's his computer that he's about ready to hack? I don't know. Shrimp's not going to like that, though. So it's a 7 intellect. We have a 7 intellect. All right. None of those symbols match up, but he is in the modern labyrinth, so he will get a +1. So he is better by 1. So let's see what happens. The attacker is better by 1, and that looks like a fail, if I'm not mistaken. So that is indeed a fail. What happens when he fails? I thought he could pass that one. You never get past the sign-on. So it looks like he just gets dismissed. So, well, Ryan, it was a good shot. You gave it a shot, but looks like you're going to go home with nothing. And Shrimp figured out that you did that, and he's probably going to come after you. All right, it is Team Black's turn, or the Warriors. It's their turn, but during the opposition's turn, we had Blackbeard, who was sitting right here. Remember, he had that M60 machine gun? Well, he took a shot at Mr. Catskill and caused 2 damage to him, so he hurt him pretty bad, but that was during his turn. That was during White's turn, so he fired rather than moved. Well, then when it was Black's turn, I think I had Mr. Catskill was sitting right there. I was like, man, I don't want to move him or Pete the Cheat didn't want to move him because, he only has 2 life left, and that machine gun hurt him pretty bad. So I decided that, or Fat Matt decided that the General Gavin was sitting down here. So Gavin comes up on the mesa, moves down into the labyrinth. Well, Blackbeard decided to opportunity fire. And he did some pretty good damage with that M60 machine gun. In fact, he killed General Gavin, so you can hear taps playing in the distance a little bit. That is General Gavin's possessions that he had on him. General Gavin has been removed from the board, and Fat Matt is now a spectator. So anyway, that was the main thing that happened during the White phase, or the opposition's phase, was General Gavin getting killed. So now the warriors have all moved, and we've got some adventuring to do. So we've got Venya 8. She moved into the future labyrinth. In fact, she's right there. And this was the guardian that was there. So if you look, all the symbols line up. So, and she's of the same age, so she gets +3. So we have to look there at the point stat, or the point for the challenge. She has a point of 8. And then she gets +3, so she has a point of 11. Challenging a point of 5, so we're better by 6. Here's the card that we draw, and the attacker's better by 8, so we get, or better by 3. So we get an amaze, and looks like we get to advance the Guardian. So let's see, this is Team Black, or the Warriors. So we'll go ahead and put the marker right there. She gets to draw 2 cards. What do we want to draw? Let me see. What would Mika do? Let's see here. She's talkative, opinionated, and wise. She wants to have a big career. I think she's going to take an elite card. So you can either take 2 normal cards or 1 elite card. So she's going to take an elite card. Let's see what. Let's see if Mika's gamble paid off. Ooh, look at that. She got a Pegasus. That's actually pretty awesome. So she's got that card. She gets dismissed. So let's see. Let's see where we go here. She goes to a yellow or orange. I don't know what color that is, but as a matter of fact, look at that. We think we'll go right back over here. That'll give her another crack at the future labyrinth. And so honor. So let's see here. Yep, her honor is low. If her honor was greater than a 4, she'd get to do the honor challenge, but she gets no honor challenge because apparently androids are not very honorable. So we'll go ahead and put that back there. So that's that. Venya 8. Who else do we have? I believe we have Frost Dancer that's over here. We've got Frost Dancer, so let's see. She gets to challenge the Ancient. No, this is not going to go well for Frost Dancer. We share the same age, and that's about it, so she gets a +1. We're going to test, what is that? We're going to test the aim. Her aim is terrible, so her aim is a 3 because the age is the same, so she is worse by 4. Let's see what happens. So Defender is better by 4, and that is a fail. So fail. So Griffin riding, and you have to take your flying mount directly through that small stone arch. The puff of feathers can be seen for a mile, so she gets dismissed. And she goes to blue. So what do we got here? We got blue here. We've got blue there. I think those are the only 2 spots that we have a blue. So she'll go right there. So that'll put her in position to go back to the Ancient Labyrinth, although she probably doesn't want to because that goes right there. So she'll see that Griffin riding again if she decides to go back. Mr. Catskill cannot. He needs to be here before he can challenge the Guardian or challenge a Guardian. And, oh, look at that. We've got Sergeant York over here, so he can challenge the Colonial Labyrinth, so he will do that. So Sergeant York. Ooh, that's the alternate labyrinth, so we'll pick from this stack. What do we have? We have, looks like an intellect challenge. Gypsies, you are welcome to share their fire for the evening. It looks like the only thing that they have in common is the same age, so he gets a +1 to intellect. His intellect is 4, which makes that a 5, so he is worse by 1. So the Defender is better by 1. Defender better by 1. So that is a success. And what do we get? Pleased by your tales, the gypsy offer you their best hospitality. So we get to advance the marker. So we'll put that there. For the warriors, he gets to draw one card. So we can take either a secret card or a common card. He's kind of hoping he's going to get a rifle. It would be nice. Let's see what he gets. Now, it's a ranged weapon. It's not the rifle that he wanted, though. He is good with aiming weapons, so he'll definitely be able to hit somebody. Whether or not it'll do anything is a total other story. So we'll go ahead and put Sergeant York back over there with Fin-Dog. Fin-Dog's happy that he passed this challenge. So we'll put that there, and now he gets dismissed. And he goes to a blue. Where do we have? I think there's only one other blue on the... Yeah, we've got to go. We have no choice but to put Sergeant York over here. Fin-Dog's a little bit not happy with that, but he is happy that he was able to get a crossbow for Sergeant York. So there we go. Let's play a little taps for General Gavin, who is no longer the jumping general. He is the no longer with us general. And we will catch you next time.